In this episode, I talked to a window cleaner to find out what it's really like. We're going to get some pros, the cons, some tips, and also some advice that may be useful.
Hi, my name's Casper. I'm work for Oliver James, the window cleaner. Been doing it for 2 years now, and I think it's one of the best jobs that I ever did. So we are the frontline heroes at this company. So the job we do is basically serving the management, but the better job we do, it's literally serving us back. So management serve us back, and they try to make the easiest day possible for us. We've just go to the job, do it, and go home. Also, I'd say we use the newest vans, and we also use the top end kit, which is like a super light carbon fiber poles, which are really, really light. And when you work with them, you don't really get as tight as you would with just normal plastic poles. I'd also say that you work for the company that grows really fast, so there's loads of opportunities to promote in your work. So you can start as a frontline hero and you can end up being in management and just help run the company. I'd also say it's good because you work outside, you outdoors, you meet new people, you get to interact with the customers. So yeah, that's really good. If you're an open person looking to do something else, I think that's a good job for you. I think the most common one is the weather. We live in England, so obviously we get to see the rain a lot. But I found it myself that with the right gear and with the right mindset, you're good to go. Obviously, if it's like a really, really bad weather, we tend not to work because of the quality and, of course, for taking care of ourselves and the customers and to avoid any possible hazards. But if you invest into good waterproof gear and it's just a light rain and you've got the right mindset, you should be good to go, really. There's no other coins I can think of as for now. If you want to be successful, that's a keyword, successful, you can earn between 150 to 240 a day, which is usually around 7-8 hours of work. But as again, this is as an early start and an early finish job. So the earlier you start, the earlier you finish, and that's just varies. So you can earn 150 a day, but if you're good, you can get to 240, which is quite decent. Right. So in a few bullet points, I arrive to base at around 7:30 a.m. I do all my checks. I make sure I've got my brushes, I've got my cone, I've got my poles, I've got my hoses and like a special connecting connector. Uh, then once I do all the checks, I head up to the first job. I connect my reel to the van with a special connector, which is on the side of a van. I put the cone out so people are aware that we on the site and we're gonna proceed with the work. And yeah, I just start cleaning. Once I've finished my day, I head back to the base and I make sure that the tanks refill so it's ready to go next morning. So I think it's good for someone who's good to work on their own without the colleagues and boss nearby. They should be organized because if you work on your own, then you need to maintain your time and you need to check that you're in the right time frame to get this job done. You should be good with working of ladders and not afraid of heights because sometimes you do need to get on the ladder to clean a Velux or like a lantern. So you shouldn't be afraid of heights. Also, I'd say probably an early morning person because this is a early start, early finish game. So you want to be good with your morning alarm. But first, at first, it's hard, but you get to the point where you just crack on with it and it's just part of your routine. So you just get used to it over the time, I'd say probably month. I'd say do a really, really good research before you join a company. Something that I didn't do. And when I first started for someone else, they advertised as a top end company. They said they had the best equipment, the best vans. It turned out I used to work in a scrappy van with like a poor quality equipment. So before joining a window cleaning company, make sure that you do good research, make sure that the managers are competent, they look after others, they organize. That's something that you look for because that's a job where this is required. I'd also say ask if you can see the kid before you join because you can tell a lot about the craftsman just by looking at his tools. So that tells you a lot about someone, how they take care of their tools and what tools they're using. And probably I'd say don't quit. Give yourself some time, like a month or maybe 2 months, to see if you're actually suitable for the jobs. Because at first it's really hard to get the right technique, and you might find it hard to do a proper window clean. But if you want to be successful, just give yourself some time, and yeah, just try it. It's a really good job. Some people think we do loads of work off ladders. Not particularly anymore, because loads of companies invest into water feed systems. So we use extendable poles. We try to avoid ladders as much as we can because they create hazards which we want to avoid as much. Some people might think it's just normal 9 to 5 work. Obviously, you can do that if it suits you. But I believe the earlier you start, the earlier you finish. So then you've got more of your day. You can do whatever you like after the work. And some people think we work in all weathers. We work in all seasons. But like I said, if it's like a really bad weather, we don't want to ruin the effect of clean windows. So we probably would avoid working in like a heavy rains or in storms, which are really dangerous. But other than that, I think there's not much that can be said. So you can find us on the website, oliverthewindowcleaner.com. You can get everything you need. It's all on there.
I'm Oliver James Metherell, and I'm the leader and coordinator at Oliver James, the window cleaner. The main thing you need to do is to be able to sell your service. Okay, and if you can't afford a ladder and you can't afford any posh equipment, be honest with the people you're speaking to. Say, look, I'm just starting out. I can clean the ground floor. And that's how you start, but you need to start. Don't let capital or money stand in the way or be an excuse. It's you that has to do it. So my main focus is on sales, so that everything hangs around that. I also have to look after the team, make sure they're safe. The main areas of a business are finance, administration, sales and marketing, and operations. And I wear all those hats. Okay, if you want to own a window cleaning business, my tip to you is to work really, really hard. You get rewarded in public for things that you do in private many, many years down the line. It takes decades, it takes years and decades, and you've got to be into it. So my main tip is, if you choose window cleaning, you need to be into window cleaning. You need to be passionate about it. I wouldn't have done anything different, because being an entrepreneur is a journey, and you've got to enjoy the journey. So I made loads of mistakes, and if I hadn't made loads of mistakes, we'd be a team of 5,000 instead of a team of 5. So, but the mistakes are how you learn and grow, and that's deeply satisfying.